All right, let's just get it out of the way. Just like I don't want to do this. I don't want.
Okay.
I don't want. I don't want to. It was so
Do it.
bad, Ken. It was so
Oh,
bad.
I was like, wait,
Three
Monarch wasn't bad.
episodes
Doctor Who.
completely wasted for no fucking reason.
Yeah, just to destroy more lore, from what I'm hearing, according to you.
I mean, at least though like in the second episode, there's like a little line where David Tennant starts talking about how Isaac Newton was hot.
Yeah. So you're making it. I don't.
So like he's like, oh, that's new, and she's like, is it? And then get to this episode, and he dies, right? You got to regenerate into the new guy. Gets shot through the chest with a laser that somehow suspends him like in like a weird like Michael Jackson like gravity pose.
I saw that. What is he? Laser proof? What was that?
Well, the laser makes him start regenerating, right? And he's got Donna on one side, and he's got a companion from the old Who era on the other side. And
Two old bitches.
He tells them pull, all right. So they each grab a hand and they pull, and it splits them in half between David Tennant and Ncuti Gatwa.
Jesus Christ, that's that guy's name?
Yeah, the black guy's name is Ncuti Gatwa, spelled with an N.
Yeah, weird.
It's
shooting
like
a gat.
Ncuti, Ncuti.
That's a shit name.
That's a very African name.
Yeah, we're very London African name.
And so, like the villain of the last episode was this guy called the Toy Maker, who was a villain from the old Who era. They thought bringing back somebody from the old Who era that, honestly, nobody that watches Doctor Who now could even tell you who that. If you just were like, this is the Toy Maker, everybody would be like, who? Like they literally have to show you a scene from the original Who. So you go, oh, he's from another episode from 40 years ago. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. Well, I'm not actually watching this show because I've never been a Doctor Who fan.
It was once upon a time.
I heard it had peaks and valleys here and had some good stories, but man, I do not like British television.
And
I
like
cannot
a lot of
stand
people
it.
think that the Dr. Donna arc is like the best one of the new Who. I don't agree, but it's still pretty good. Like it's kind
Which
of
one? From the old one or the
Dr. Donna is from New Who from David Tennant's last full season.
Okay.
And it was a whole thing where in order to beat the guy who runs the Daleks, I think it's Davros, who's like stealing all these planets and shit. In order to beat him, Donna has to absorb the essence of a Time Lord. So basically she gets like all the jazz of a Time Lord, but her body's not built for it. So it's like it's gonna burn through her quickly if he doesn't like, get rid of it.
All right, so this is new old Who?
Yeah, this was like 2010, 2011.
Okay.
When David Tennant's original run ended, was like the specials. They did like 3 specials after, which were actually really good. You had like Waters of Mars and End of Time, and End of Time is the one where like the Master just clones himself to everyone. He like turns everyone on planet Earth into a copy of him. So it's like him in like dresses and shit too. Like it's kind of funny. But fuck, I lost my place. Like it's just stupid. No one gives a fuck. No one cares.
Yeah, it just seems like from the clips I've seen, they're just doing all this shit just to piss people off. There's no real.
Yeah.
They don't care about they don't care about Doctor Who. They just want to piss people off is what they're doing.
Once Upon a Time was a good show. Like it had some stupid shit in it, but the stupid shit at least had decent character beats. Even if like the episode as a whole sucked, there would be like a couple things in there like, well, I like those scenes. Just wish they were a different episode.
Yeah. I can never get into it because I hate the way Brits do comedy and do like TV. I can't. I fucking hate it.
Well, that's why it's not a full-on comedy. It's not a full-on sci-fi. It's not a full-on fantasy. exactly.
That's the problem.
So
So they got to put elements of everything in this weird jumble of shit.
But it used to it weirdly worked. This episode was all about how a giggle, like a toy doll's giggle, being broadcasted across every screen since the time that television was created, is driving everyone to just say what they think and just be like really aggressive. I'm like, uh-huh. Mm-hmm. And the government agency of like all the alien shit unit, they have like this armband that will like nullify the signal so you don't get all aggressive and shit. And they're like, why won't the people just take it? And then it just shows like a news broadcast of this lady being like, the government's trying to wipe your mind. You're like, all right, this is all a little on the nose. And you guys think this is a little on the fucking nose.
Jeez. Well, I'm gonna put something in the, well, it's called show. You used to call it show prep. From Twitter. Like, what the hell is this scene? It's underneath the picture. I have the picture there for a reason.
Let's see.
But
okay, so this scene, this might have
been. This is the gayest thing I've ever seen.
Well, it is Neil Patrick Harris, so I mean, are we really that surprised?
What is with the? There's a dance number.
He's the toy maker. How did he phrase it? How did Dave Tennant phrase it? He said, the rules of the toy maker's world are based on the rules of play.
So it's nonsense. It's just nonsense.
Yeah, it's basically like he's some sort of like extra dimensional creature that can warp reality to do goofy bullshit.
So he has godlike powers?
Yes. He's like Q if Q was there just to fuck with you.
Why does he need a laser to shoot the guy?
It was just part of the thing. I skipped ahead about 10 minutes, so I missed like a decent chunk of the back end of the episode. Because I was running out of time. I was like, I just got to see the end of when they come up with the whole it used to call it regeneration. Well, now it's bi-generation.
So that's why he's bi. Boom. Nailed it. Well, he's not even bi. He's just openly gay.
Yeah, she got was just gay as fuck.
Man,
with a trans companion.
You're
15.
Really? They're really hitting this shit on the nose. The things they accuse people of.
I'm not gonna watch. Obviously, I'm not gonna watch the show you get one. I might like drop in every once in a while. I might watch the premiere, right? Watch one or two episodes here or there, just to see what it's like, because it's gonna be terrible. We know it's gonna be terrible.
Yeah.
But you know, sometimes you're like, I'm curious about how much like shit this shit tastes like. You know?
What? No, I've never done. I feel like that was a trap. He was like, yeah, you know how you're eating shit? Like, what?
So I'm gonna check in on it. It's not gonna be good. I probably won't talk about it on the show because no one's gonna give a fuck.
Nobody can. People that even the diehard fans are just turning away.
The drop in numbers of viewers in episodes has been worse than an Eric July comic.
Nice. Bring it a big. Get a whole circle.
It's
full circle.
It's pretty embarrassing.
But here's okay. So the big thing I saw on Twitter, again, I only see clips. I'm not into this fucking Doctor Who stuff. Was they said it was all they're praising the big emotional thing where he gets to go off. Doctor Who gets to go off in the sunset with Donna, and isn't he supposed to be thousands of years old?
Well, actually, in this show they retcon that as well. He says he is billions of years old.
What the?
That's why
they're just pulling things out of their ass.
There was an episode that got a lot of hoopla online a couple years ago called "The Timeless Children." Right?
I remember this whole thing. Yeah.
So the whole basis of the episode is that the Doctor is actually the one who gave the Gallifreyans the ability to regenerate. That he was just some kid that a Gallifreyan scientist found, and it just figured witnessed that the kid could die and regenerate, and just went, "Oh, that's cool. Come here, kid," and then just start killing her over and over again to see how it works.
Yeah, that's coming. All right, it's coming back to me.
And somehow they gain the power generation. So yeah, they're just fucking. Like everyone was hoping Russell T Davies was gonna like show some sort of reverence and care about like the world, like the universe and the characters. But he's like walked in with a fucking sledgehammer.
Yeah, it just seems like they hate this fucking show or this whole IP, man. They're just gutting the shit out of it and turning it into some kind of Frankenstein's monster.
I predict.
Fucking nice.
Now I could be over here, but I predict by the end of season 1, they will be raking in CW numbers.
What do you mean? Isn't this like season 15?
Well, you know what I mean. Into the first
Oh,
season
with this guy?
with this new run, because the last 3 seasons brought it down to the single digits of millions, right?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
the low single digits. Like, I guess like when Capaldi left, it was like 12 million that watched that. It's pretty good, right? In a country of like 60 million, that's a fourth of your country watched that live.
But yeah. Like I said, I don't think Americans that if you don't pay attention to this show, this is their baseball. This is part of their
it's such
culture.
An institution in their culture that it's more than like the way that Star Wars is to America. Like imagine if Star Wars had made a movie every 3 years for the last 50 fucking years. That's what it would have been the equivalent to. And it's usually it's very low budget. Like people don't really care that the effects are kind of goofy. That shit doesn't.
No, it's part of its charm.
Yeah, it's part of its charm, and it it was always just about like a good character.
Yeah.
So
pretty much, Lucas. But all right, here was my thing. So I thought, the whole thing was that he's thousands of years old.
Mm-hmm.
He's
supposed to be like 2000.
2000?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roughly around 2000.
So he's supposed to be kind of almost asexual because he's just been around so long. He's just here to observe shit, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And I know there's been things here and there where, they kind of had a maybe, with the Donna chick. So can you bring up that picture I put in the, Joe?
This one? The Donna?
Yeah.
That one?
You're billions of years old. You've seen women in like every planet. And this is your prize. This fucking thing.
No, you got it wrong. He never had any kind of sexual feelings towards Donna. Donna's like his sister. That's their relationship. Is like they're best friends without any sexual tension. That was the whole point of her character. The one you're thinking of is Rose.
Oh, okay.
Which is living happily ever after in another dimension with another copy of David Tennant.
Yeah, so they've gone to this well already.
Yes. It's so fucking stupid. Donna was supposed to never see the Doctor again. Because if she did, it would fucking kill her. Because she would remember, like he put a memory block on her, so her mind basically shut down all the Time Lord shit.
Okay.
And if she remembers everything, that shit wakens back up, and it's gonna burn her from the inside out. Like literally, she will turn to ash.
How do they get around that?
They give her a trans son, who's now a daughter, who apparently took on part of what they call the meta crisis.
Okay.
And because they're women, they just were like, we release the power. Because apparently, according to the show, a male presenting Time Lord can't let go of power, or wouldn't know how to let go of power. The man who could literally put an iron grip on the universe if he wanted to.
Yeah.
But he chooses to go around saving people.
They don't even know their own fucking story.
He wouldn't know anything about giving up power. That was the whole point of David Tennant's Doctor, was that he was the Doctor that had to deal with his own fucking ego all the time. He knows he has the power to burn 1,000,000 suns, like that, and he chooses to help people. And there's times in David Tennant's run where he like almost loses that, and he remembers that the reason why he keeps a companion around is to remember that there are people he's actually fighting for. It's not just planets and shit, you know? Like you can lose sight of the individuals when you live in all of time and space. Like it makes sense. You keep what you're trying to protect close.
I just the two things that you said that just blow my fucking mind. That male presenting is a fucking thing, and he's getting talked down to by that fucking face I showed you.
Dude, Meep was the most base character in Doctor Who recently. At one point, he goes, "You insufferable woman and your weird child."
Yes, nice. Oh, didn't they like turn the guy that was a cripple? He was the one of the main bad guys.
I don't know what episode that's in because it's not in any of the 3 episodes. Unless I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, you did skip a bunch of shit. It seems to be your
well, no, it wouldn't have been in that part. I thought it might have been in like the end of the Davros or the end of the last episode, or one of the middle episodes. It might just be like something they filmed separately and it's just like on their website or something, you know, like a little webisode. Yeah,
I don't know.
The guy who's writing Doctor Who now says that they had to take Davros, who is this 3-eyed monster, in like he basically has the bottom half of a Dalek as his wheelchair, so his legs are like in the bottom like skirt section of the Dalek. Yeah. And he's like all fucking crazy looking and shit and got this thing around the back of his head like that dude from fucking Star Wars. And they're like, he's a wheelchair user.
We can't show them in a bad light.
No, but
crippled people can't be bad.
Give them tranq darts that shoot from their chair and rockets that somehow don't propel them in a different direction.
So we just got to make him our, the main, the villain we always have, some old white guy.
Davros was like one of the best villains too, because he was the Daleks is like Doctor Who's like staple enemy, and he's the creator of the Daleks. He saved his race by putting them in fucking weird mutant bodies and shoving them in these machines.
Like, is that what those were? I never knew what the fuck those things were.
Little plungers on the front. Those are called Daleks.
Yeah. I didn't know there was people in there. I thought they were just robots.
No, there's creatures inside of them that look like assholes with an eyeball. I'm serious. That's what it looks like.
No, I believe you. It's so fucking weird.
See if I can look it up and say Dalek inside shell.
I saw the main guy, like you said, the 3-eyed, weird-looking thing. I didn't know, he had a whole race of these things.
Well, what it is he took his race and he mutated him. This is what a Dalek looks like inside the...
It's a fucking squid.
It's a squid with a single eyeball and a brain.
That's how you save your race? Fucking sweet release of death for me, if that's what I got to
turn them into those, and then you put them inside... Dude, like here's another
slowest moving fucking wheelchair.
Here's another version of it.
What? Death, sweet death.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, just allow your race to go extinct, you fucking retard.
And I was like, you're not even a race. You're squid people in a fucking slow moving box.
And there's been actually like a lot of cool iterations of the Daleks. Like they're really like visually interesting, like enemy. Like they're very iconic looking.
He turned them into one-eyed Krang. What's that thing called in Ninja Turtles? Krang, whatever the fuck the thing was.
Yeah, something like that.
Sweet death. That's fun.
Yeah, it was. There was a lot of cool. And that's why that shit's so fucking annoying, because there was a lot of cool shit in that stuff. Like it was so cool at one point. Like you almost wish they would have done like an American version, so you could have got like a bigger budget and shit. But now Disney's bought it, and so
Yeah, they're oh yeah, hey, we like those shitty numbers and the new path you're going. So yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
they're buying these things at the height of their popularity, man.
I,
Just
I
idiots.
don't get why Disney is just hell bent on destroying every franchise, every single one that exists.
Just gobble them up, and they have no money. They're hemorrhaging money. What was it? Didn't something just come out and just bomb?
Wish, their big
Yeah.
animated movie. Yeah, it bombed really fucking hard.
It's like, have they had a successful movie that wasn't Guardians of the Galaxy this year?
Nope. They haven't had a successful movie since 2020, I think. It's been a long fucking time.
Insane. How does anybody over there still have a job?
Right? Do you think the board would have fucking killed everyone? Like, not fired. The board would have came in with fucking pitchforks and torches and literally murdered everyone that worked there.
This is for the culture.
Dude, last year they posted like it was like a $23 billion fucking deficit. You're like, what? How?
You guys even know how money works? What the hell do you guys do here?
Burn
It's
money.
literally-
Just
yeah,
burn
literally
it.
Put a girl in it and make her lame and gay. It's
Yeah.
literally.
I wish that episode had been funnier. It was
Yeah,
it was
all right.
correct, but it wasn't very funny.
There's a few things I laughed out loud, but it wasn't. It's not the oh my god, this is so game changing. I was like, yes and no. It wasn't the funniest thing I've ever saw, but the
This
fact
is the same
that like
shit everybody's been saying for like 4 fucking years.
yeah, but not in that sphere, not actually out in the open.
I
like,
know.
It's the internet, people know it, but anybody that doesn't like follow this shit, and I don't fucking blame them. I kind of there's days I wake up and regret even looking into this shit.
Perhaps
But-
I thought it was funny 4 years ago when it was like fresh kind of thinking, but now it's like it's been like reverberated around the internet for years, and it's like, yeah, I get it. Yeah, we've made those jokes too.
yeah. What else you got? Where's
I mean, maybe to like normies, like it's hilarious because like they ain't seen people talk about that shit yet.
yeah? It's been since 2016. It's been like fucking 7 years of this.
Yeah.
Woke. Yeah, we get it, man. Can you got any other adjectives? Any other ones?
Can you just more specifically tell me why it sucks rather than just say woke a bunch and
Pronouns!
intersectional feminism?